Hello, race fans, and welcome to the Chicagoland Motor Speedway as we are getting ready for the Overton's 400 here at Chicagoland. Under the lights here, usually at this point in the chase, or I should say playoffs, same thing. We usually go to Richmond. Well, unfortunately, I stopped actually liking the racing at Richmond because it was literally just single file with no passing, and then when people came down pit road was like the only, I guess, exciting part if they weren't always already crashing. So I decided, let's test out a couple tracks, and I settled with Chicagoland as it was not already on our schedule. So I figured, okay, well, let's go to Chicagoland, try it out. Semih Ozken on the pole, a non-playoff driver, alongside, I believe that is the 16 of Roberto Crown Jr., Chaser. Things are shaping up a bit here in the point standings. I'm actually going to pull up the standings. Pull up the playoff points. This is really just the only thing that matters. Coming into the second race of the first round, Bobby Frazier holds on to the points lead here at 1,051 points. Madeline Crenshaw second with 1,047. Nathan Ormond third with 1,036. Anthony McCurry and Jessica Shelton tied for fourth place at 1,035. Jonathan Zorline is sixth at 1,026. Trey Wright is seventh at 1,024. And Roberto Crown Jr. the outside front row is tied for the 8th position with Henry Sanford and Cole Baker. The 11th position is also tied between Benjamin Miles and Christina Bell at 1,022. Cody Lamas, the first of the 4 drivers outside of the top 12, he is 13th right now at 1,020 points. Seth Cole, who got unfortunately trapped a lap down last week at Darlington, he is 14th in points with 1,016. Dylan Pote, who also had a very bad run last week, he is 15th in points at 1,013. And Laura Chung, unfortunately, with finishing dead last, also being trapped a lap down with Seth Cole, has only 1,008 points. So it's not really a huge gap, and it's definitely going to be able to be made up with stage points and everything heading into this race. We are going to go trackside now for the opening ceremonies and get this race underway here at Chicagoland.
And now for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, Overton's Director of Operations, Pat Baker.
Drivers, start your engines!
Fired up, you ready? Hey, Matt, what did they want to take down?
And engines are fired here at the Chicagoland Motor Speedway. The car is set, warming up their engines, getting ready for this race. It's 54 laps broken up into three 18-lap stages. I'm almost 100% sure that I put the damage back on realistic for this race, so we actually should have some DNFs aside from mechanical failures. So this should be an interesting race. We talked about Laura Chung being dead last in playoff points right now, 16th place. She's actually going to be starting in the 5th position. So we'll see if a strategy call or how she's going to proceed through this race, if she's going to be careful or she's going to try to do everything she can to get stage points because she doesn't want to be eliminated right away. The starting grid already coming across your screen here. Cars are warming up. The pace car is getting ready to pull them off pit road. That Toyota pace car. There they go. Pulling out off of pit road and onto the racetrack. We're going to see these drivers get some good speed around here in the Overton's 454 lap race. Down the back straightaway they go. You see Brand sponsors the entire back straightaway. Fun fact about the Chicagoland Motor Speedway is that it's not at all straight. This entire racetrack is, even the backstretch has a little curve to it, so you're never actually going straight. But here we go, off of turn number 4. We're getting ready for the start. Semi Oskin's going to lead him down into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. We're underway. Laura Chung already on the inside was trying to make it possibly 3 wide, going for second. She's going to have to settle for third here as Semi Oskin goes. The outside lane, though, we'll see what happens. The outside lane gets just as good of momentum as the inside lane does, and with all the checkup, the outside lane could also get the advantage here. We'll see how it goes as these tires start to wear out a little bit here. Look at the 45. Benjamin Miles going to try the outside lane. The 16 car slides up a little bit. The 41's going to go right behind her. And we almost had a 3 wide situation there. Laura Chung fighting on the inside. The 11 car hit his marks through the corner. 18 lap stages here. Look at this racing go. You're able to carry so much momentum through the corners here. So it's going to be very difficult for some of these drivers to get clear. 16 car, I think, has cleared the 78 car. Yes, he has. Roberto Crown Jr. I would say the highest running playoff driver, but that's Benjamin Miles in front of him. And Benjamin Miles is the playoff driver as well. So Laura Chung, I think, able to officially clear for the 4th spot. She's going to fall in line. I'm going to take a look and see if we can't find the rest of our chasers here. Got Christina Bell on the inside here, trying to work around the 42 of Bobby Frazier, who actually won at Darlington last week. So the 42 of Bobby Frazier has already clinched himself a spot in the round of 12 with the win he had at Darlington that you guys weren't able to see because I guess apparently either I forgot to click record or the record never, or when I hit the record button it never took. Here looking for our next playoff driver. I believe this is right here, Anthony McCurry. He's running about mid-pack. He crosses the line this time by still in the 18th position. Jessica Shelton right behind him, trying to get up here. Is rookie Madeline Crenshaw, who got into the playoffs, being the second highest driver without a win. So we had room for 2 drivers, Cole Baker being the other one, but now she's trying to work on passing the other playoff driver. That's Dylan Poteet in the 6 car. He's one of the ones behind the cut line, looking to try to get in, and he's running the outside lane here. Is his teammate right behind him, maybe trying to kind of help out as he's gaining some spots on the outside line for sure. Cody Lamas running back here as well. He's below the cut line. He's definitely got to get himself up here too, as we see also back here Henry Sanford, the 38 of Trey Wright, the 23 of Ormond. A lot of chase drivers actually running towards the back of the field here, and that's actually not good. Not good for them in terms of points wise, especially as I believe the next race we go to is Vegas. I wouldn't know. I'd have to look at the I believe it's Vegas, but I'd have to look at the schedule after the race here, as we see more drivers trying to work their way into the top 5 here. Trent Dunham is able to get around Roberto Crown Jr. Now he's going to go to the inside of the 41 car. We'll see if he has the momentum to pass the 41 car really high. We all know that the outside lane gets the run, so we'll see if Trent can pass him. Roberto Crown Jr. thinking about taking it 3 wide here. He has to back out of it. In the corner here, you can see these cars get off the throttle. The 1 car going to drive it to the inside. Get back on the gas here. He's not going to be clear of the 41 car. Oh, but he will now. The 41 car had to really play with the throttle there. So now Trent Dunham moves himself up into the 3rd spot with Roberto Crown Jr. right behind him. But it's all Cement Ozkin up front right now, leading the way. Who's the fastest car on the racetrack right now? It actually is the 11 and the 45 right behind him. The fresh air really keeping that number 11 car, or really helping the handling of that car. Benjamin Miles right behind him hasn't really been able to close up. Looking more at the back of the pack here, we got chasers. We got Cole Baker, Henry Sanford, Nathan Ormond, Trey Wright back here, as well as the Hendrick Motorsports cars. Kyle Matthews, even though he's not a playoff driver. You got Seth Cole and Cody Lamas back here as well. Madeline Crenshaw struggling back here as well. Look at the really close battles that are happening here. Trent Dunham has got himself a very fast race car. He's already up to the back bumper of the 45. And now look at Trent going to do the outside lane. He's going to try to take the momentum off the outside lane, and we'll see what happens. He'll have a run down the back stretch. He tried the outside lane. It might not have helped him a lot there. To 45, Benjamin Miles trying to take his line away, as we're 3 wide back there for roughly around the 7th position. Trent gonna once again run the outside lane in turns 1 and 2. Trying to keep an eye on the racing back here as we're approaching the end of stage number 1. As tires begin to wear off, here comes Roberto Crown Jr. with the run to the inside of the 41 of Zorline. Side by side they go. 16 car trying to get up there, but here comes Trent Dunham. 3 laps to go in stage number 1. Now look at Trent Dunham dive to the inside of the 45 car. The 45 car might be able to take the momentum to the outside of the 11. The 11 car is going to come up to block, and the 45 is going to go to the inside. You have a battle for the lead. Trent Dunham going to try to take advantage too. Semi Oskin trying not to let him get in front, the 45 get in front of him. And the 45 just squeezes in front. Now Benjamin Miles will take the lead here with 2 laps to go in stage number 1. Trent Dunham all over the back bumper of the 11 car. Coming up through the corner. This is the last lap of stage number 1. Oh, look at back here. Things are really getting intense. The 478 car right on the back bumper of the 41. Trying to stay in a good spot for playoff points. Oh, now the 78 car is going to dive to the inside of the 41. He's got the drafting out. Look at Trent Dunham. Trent's going to try the outside. Coming off of turn number 4. Benjamin Miles is going to win stage number 1. And Trent Dunham just barely gets second place. Green flag is still out. There we have updated. There's your results. They're showing you at the bottom of your screen. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back with more action here at Chicago. We're back here at the Chicagoland Motor Speedway as we are ready for stage number 2. Look at Semi Oskin going to try to take that second position back, but Trent Dunham just right there all over the back bumper of that 45 car. Trent has slowly worked his way up through, I want to say from somewhere in the top 10 all the way up here, and it is a little difficult to pass here. So we're going to try and see. These cars still have yet to make a pit stop, and right as I say that, here comes the first group of cars. The first group of cars, big group of cars, coming to pit road this time by. Trent Dunham on the outside lane. The 11 car on the inside lane. Trent's going to get the run off of the corner. We're going to see how these cars come down pit road. So it looks like these cars can go about an average of 20 laps on gas. Oh, and Laura Chung's going to stay out. Ooh, that's interesting. Laura Chung going to stay out an extra lap. She leads this lap. I don't believe nobody else stayed out besides her. And she was running she was running in the top 5. So we'll see when she comes down pit road. She should come down pit road this time. Yep, here she comes. It's a very difficult pit road to get on, and you have to hit it just right. We're looking here at Nick Gunther. Guess we're gonna see where Nick comes out at. He was the first out of the first group of cars that came down pit road. You see the others there. There's Trent and the 45. Nick Gunther could have had an amazing pit stop right here. Gunther. That's very surprising, as the 45 is not going to have the lead anymore. It could be Nick Gunther unless Laura Chung can get out of pit road fast enough. We'll see where the 21 car ends up here as he crosses the line this time. Second to Laura Chung, who's just coming out of pit road right now, and Nick Gunther passes. So now Nick Gunther has the race lead. It's going to be Gunther, Jonathan Zorline, Bobby Frazier, Benjamin Miles, Charles Buxton, Jose Mills, Charlie Buxton, and here's the fight between Cole Deaver and Trent Dunham here. 78 car is going to probably be outside of the top 10. Yeah, 12th place for Laura Chung this time by. Those round of pit stops really jumbled up the field here as Gunther takes the lead. Let's see where our playoff drivers run now. Second place, or you got second, third, and fourth for the 41, the 42, and the 45. Then our next chaser, got to come all the way back here for Laura Chung in 12th. And then we've got the 77 in 15th. The 16 in 16th place. Dylan Pote on the outside here was 18th. Seth Cole, last round by, was 21st. Jessica Shelton, last time by, was 23rd. There's 24th, 25th. Trey Wright and Madeline Crenshaw. Cody Lamas back here. Sema Oskin, who took a big hit, back here in the 30th position, even though he's not a chaser. The 8th. Back here. Kyle Matthews back here. Nathan Ormond. And the 28 and that 20 car could have been, oh, nope, Henry Sanford and the 31 that rounds out the field here. So keeping an eye here on Nick Gunther, the 41 car. I believe it's 36. Yep. Lap 36. 10 laps to go. Coming to 9 laps to go in stage number 2. We'll probably see these cars again on pit road probably within 10 laps to go. I feel like that'll be the next time these cars will come down pit road, is around between 15 to 10 laps to go. And that'll make things interesting there to see how strategy plays out. Nick Gunther went to victory lane last season at Sonoma for the Wood Brothers, has not been to victory lane since then. He could put that number 21 car in victory lane here tonight. Spoil it for any of the playoff drivers. Yeah, spoil it for any of the playoff drivers, and send this off to be looking like points. Battle again back here. The 45, Benjamin Miles, who had a very strong race car at the start, going to use the outside lane to his advantage. They're going to pull up side by side with the 42, and the 45 is going to carry the momentum through the corner, and the 45 is going to clear the 42. Now this is the guy we want to look out for. Trent Dunham. Also that the 78 car, Laura Chung, she was 12th. I believe she's 11th right now, and there's still enough time, 5 laps to go, that she could try to get into the top 10. Look at her try to dive. Oh, she moved the 62 car up out of the way, or out of the groove, and Laura Chung is going to try to get into the top 10 for stage points, and I think she has the 62 cleared. Laura Chung going to do the same thing to Trent Dunham in the 1. Going to stick him up a little bit. She's going to try to take the momentum down the straightaway. She needs all the stage points she can get. Now look at her going to do the same thing to the 51. Ooh, excuse me. The 78 car has now secured herself. Right now would be 3 extra bonus points at the end of the stage with 3 laps to go. Or is it 4? I'm not sure. I think it's 4 because it's 36. Good here. Meanwhile, back up at the front, the 42 going to be undercharged from the 18. And the 45 going to try to get underneath the 41, but it's not going to work that way either. 3 laps to go in stage number 2. So you wonder how good of a pit stop Nick Gunther had. Two laps to go. Boy, look at the fighting for position back here. Laura Chung, she's ahead of the 18 car now. Is she going to try to go 3 wide on the 3? And the 42, holy moly, Laura Chung really trying to get up here. And I'm making a big deal out of this because she lost so many spots on pit road, being one of the last ones to come in. This is the last lap of stage number 2. Three car really, really high. The top 3 have broken away. Looks like she's going to have to settle for 5th place. Coming out of turn number 4, it's going to be Nick Gunther winning stage number 2 here at Chicago. And the standings have updated. There are your stage 2 results showing on your screen. We're going to step aside, take a quick commercial break, and be right back for the finish here at Chicagoland.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
Alright, I definitely made sure we were recording this time. Welcome back to Chicagoland as we are starting stage number 3, the final run to the finish. We still got one more round of pit stops that should be coming probably within the next 5 to 10 laps, I would have to assume. These cars came in around lap 20, between 20 to 22 last time, so that should put them between lap 40 to... That should put them between lap 40 to 42, give or take, 40 to 44. for this time. Battle for the lead. Here comes Benjamin Miles, looking to clinch his ticket, punch his ticket to the round of 12 with the win here, and keep the streak going of a playoff driver winning the race, winning a playoff race. Nick Gunther, though. Gunther fighting back. Look at Laura Chung to the inside of the 3 car. She's going to take over the 4th position. Nick Gunther not giving up, though. Gunther really, really trying to fight here. But unfortunately, Benjamin Miles takes it. Oh, Kyle Matthews has set the fastest lap of the race so far. Trent Dunham has just worked his way to the top 10. That was another really strong race car. And here we go. Cars begin to come down pit road. Have to slow down so much to get into pit road. 78 car now up to second. We know the 78 car can... We know that the 78 car can last at least one full extra lap. And we'll see where that could put her, because if the strategy's right, you don't have to take full fuel to make it to the end here. 45 comes to pit road as the 78 car stays out. And so does Jovan Anderson. Jovan Anderson stays out. Also with the 78 car as well. This is an interesting strategy call. .45 miles per hour down pit road for Laura Chung. Cars coming in and out of pit road. She gets into her stall right in front of the 47. Gonna watch the strategy here. Four tires, it looks like, for the 78. The 41 car goes around. The 41, the 3, there's the 21. So Nick Gunther's pit crew could have just got him out to a really good lead. As that is exactly what it looks like is going to happen. We'll see what the lead is over the 3 car. About a second and a quarter. A 1.25 seconds over the 3 car. The 21 of Nick Gunther has just smooth sailing for the next 10 laps. Well, we'll see if the 3 car can reel him in. Catching him is one thing, but passing him is a completely different thing. And he gained 0.2 of a second that time by. Now you see him sliding up a little bit in the corner back there. He's just barely in the same TV frame as our race leader. We'll see what the interval is this time by as the 21 hits the line. That's about another almost 2/10 gained by the 3 of Cole Deaver. He's got the 41 right behind him. Nick Gunther and the 30 and the 3 car could play some serious spoilers for the playoff drivers. As long as the 41 car keeps his distance. Ooh, the 21 car gained a little bit that time. The 3 car's back bumper is just full of that number 41. 5 car still has the fastest lap of the race. 41 car knows he's got to draft with the 3 car. Try to use the straightaways, draft momentum to pull him closer to the 21, and it looks like it's working. 0.4 of a second they cut it down by that time by. Meanwhile, back here, it's a battle for the rest of the spots in the top 10. Catching the 21 car is one thing. Passing him will be a completely different story. Look at the 3 car. He's going to go a groove higher. Half a groove higher through 3 and 4, trying to get the momentum. Anything he possibly can to get to the back bumper of that 21. Another 0.3 off. Only 1/100th of a second separates. Only 1/10 of a second separates first and second right now. Half a groove up once again for Cole Deaver. He's really trying to get the momentum off the corner. Same interval. He's gonna and now the 21 car gonna try the half a groove this time. The 3 car held his foot in the throttle coming through turns 1 and 2 there. 4 laps to go. 21 car trying. Now he's on the back bumper, running the same line. The 41 car is just biding his time. 3 laps to go. And the 3 car is going to go to the high lane. The 41 car went with him. He might have lost a little bit of momentum there. 2 laps to go. I don't think Cole Deaver can make it. Gunther fighting hard to try to capture his first win of the season. They're coming to the white flag right here. 1 lap to go, sponsored by nothing. Three car's gonna really have to pull out a desperation move. The 21 car slipping up through 3 and 4. He's gonna really have to dive bomb it off into turns number 3 and 4 to even try to make an attempt. And unfortunately, it looks like it's not going to be enough. Out of turn number 4, Nick Gunther is going to win here at Chicago. The top 10 results are done. Congratulations to Nick Gunther winning the Overton's 400 here at Chicagoland Speedway. William Brock looks like he's going to be finishing in the 37th position. But a great run for Nick Gunther. Gotta export these results. All right, Nick Gunther pulls away with the victory. Cole Deaver second, Jonathan Zorline third, Benjamin Miles fourth, Charles Buxton fifth, Daniel Voyles sixth, Charlie Buxton seventh, Laura Chung with a great finish in eighth, Jose Mills ninth, and James Moore rounds out the top 10. Then we've got Bobby Frazier, Trey Wright, R.J. Bishop, Allie Rain, Jovan Anderson, Cole Baker, Christina Bell, Dylan Young, Madeline Crenshaw, and Roberto Crown Jr. that round out your top 20. And then it's Kyle Matthews, Colin Cropley, Dylan Poteet, Matthew Rodriguez, Trent Dunham, Reggie Fogelman, Seth Cole, Zachary Fitzwater, Jessica Shelton, Cody Lamas, Nathan Ormond, Anthony McCurry, Samuel Oskin, Cole Baker, Charles Sanford, Stephen Colin, and William Brock round out the cars on the lead lap, with Henry Sanford being the only car to finish one lap down. But every car finished the race here today, so that's a good thing, as I am now going to pull up the results, or my, oh, no, totally lied. We're going to Watkins Glen next week, which is a racetrack that's right up Nick Gunther's alley, because Nick Gunther loves road course racing. So Nick Gunther gets his first victory of the season, coming late in the playoffs here, but it's going to be a win nonetheless for him to continue his win streak for the last season and a half or so. Cole Deaver, just a very, very close second. He tried very hard. He had a good run. And let's not talk about the fight in Laura Chung. Laura really wants to win this championship. She's already signed a new deal for next season. She's going to be leaving the 78 car, and if I'm not mistaken, based on where she or the signups I had, I believe she is going to the number 11. If I'm not mistaken, I can actually look that up right now. Honestly, give me one moment here. I can look it up. Yep, she is going to the 11. So she has signed with Joe Gibbs Racing. And will drive the 11 car next season. So she wants to head over to Joe Gibbs Racing with quite the bang, with a championship under her belt. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Michael Norman, the voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series. We're packing things up, heading up north to New York to go road course racing at the famous Watkins Glen International Raceway. So, from Michael Norman, I say congratulations again to Nick Gunther on quite the victory, and we'll see you guys next week at Watkins Glen. Until we meet again.